Welcome to today's YouTube video. I am Coach Leo Alves, working online with various people around the world, specializing in weight loss. Now, today's video is about how to put a program together for beginners. I'm going to break this down for you very easily, straightforward. I'm not going to go into an insane amount of detail. I'm going to keep it brief and concise and only mention things that you need to know as a beginner to get you started, get the ball rolling, and help you make great progress at the gym. Starting off with workout splits and or workout frequency, because they kind of come under the same umbrella. When it comes to deciding how often you're going to go to the gym every single week, keep it realistic. It's very easy to tell yourself that you're going to go 5, 6, 7 times a week when first starting, when you're super motivated, even twice a day. Just calm down a little bit, take a step back and think of a workout split that is realistically sustainable for periods when we are demotivated as well, because they are going to come around. A few things that are going to determine your workout split is how experienced you are with lifting weights, what you enjoy doing, how much time you have to work out, and how frequently you can work out. I'm going to show you some examples of some good workout splits now. For example, if you go twice a week, you could do 2 full body sessions, or 3 times a week, you could do a push-pull legs, or 3 full body sessions, 4 times a week, upper lower, 5 times a week as so. 6 or 7 times a week, I wouldn't recommend it for starting out. It is worth mentioning that I do have a free downloadable full body workout template PDF that you can have for free. All you have to do is click the link in this YouTube video and it's yours. So, exercise selection. What you want to do is, first of all, ignore what your favorite Instagram influencer is doing online, because believe me, when they're off camera, they are doing something different. They're actually doing what works, because a lot of what you see on social media is just rubbish. So what you do want to do is progressively overload a push exercise, a pull exercise, a lunge exercise, a hip hinge exercise, and a carrying exercise. If you don't know what progressive overload is, then click the other link in the caption of this YouTube video, which I will leave for you below, where I go a lot more in depth as to what progressive overload is, how you can do it, and how it will be the best thing for your long-term workout progress. So this is how a full body workout would potentially look once it is done. As you can see, there is a push exercise, a pull exercise, a hip hinge, squat, carry, lunge. You could potentially swap out the lunge or the carry for an abs exercise, but that's pretty much it. Saying that, if you were to do a push-pull legs or an upper lower workout program, I would just make sure that you included these types of movements within the workout plan somewhere. I also think it's worth mentioning that for most exercises where you may stereotypically think you have to use a barbell, for example a squat or a deadlift, I want you to understand that this is not necessarily the case. You actually could do very well to start off with some kettlebells or some dumbbells, because a 20 kg barbell can be heavy for some when first starting out. Or on the other hand, maybe you're not used to doing a deadlift just yet and you want to practice the movement first of all. You would certainly do very well to practice that movement with a lighter kettlebell and then move on to the barbell. If you are low on confidence when it comes to going to the gym and learning a bunch of new exercises, then definitely feel free to only use machines if you'd like. For example, a leg press machine or a lat pull down or a chest press machine. This can definitely make life easier. And once you are higher on confidence, then definitely feel free to go over to the kettlebells, the dumbbells, the barbells. Now, when it comes to sets and reps, you would do very well to aim for a rep range of 8 to 12 reps for most exercises. Not that there's anything magical about the 8 to 12 rep range, but it's just a very good rep range to start out with. Now, how many sets should you be doing at the gym? That is a good question, and what you do want to put some thought towards, because it is important. Now, I would start off by saying it's important that you're not doing too many, because it's very easy to think that more is better when this isn't necessarily the case, especially here. I have seen beginners at the gym doing around 30 plus sets, which is an insane amount, even for more advanced lifters. So definitely don't do that many, and if you are doing that many, then that just tells me you're not pushing yourself hard enough in your current sets. Before getting into more specific numbers, I also do want to emphasize that a very important factor is actually the quality of your sets. You know, is your form looking good? Are you progressively overloading? Are you 100% present when you're performing your sets, or are you daydreaming? Those are things that you want to be aware of, and if anything, it could perhaps be argued that that's more important than the amount of sets you're doing. Now, when it comes to a more specific number of sets, I wouldn't get too caught up with this, because as a beginner, again, like I said, you can grow by, not doing much at all. So I would say, maybe if you're doing 5 or 6 exercises per session, you could probably do 3 sets per exercise, and you will make great progress there. Again, the most important thing is you are progressively overloading and you are fully mentally present when you're doing those sets and your form is looking good. When it comes to rest times in between sets, you would do very well to rest for anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes. And I mean 2 to 3 minutes of actual rest. So no burpees, no jumping around, no push-ups. Actually sit down and recover. Rest days. This probably sounds familiar, where you've started a new plan, your motivation is sky high, and you have told yourself you are going to go to the gym every single day because you love making progress. What if I told you that that was actually working against you, and your neglection of rest days is actually why you struggle to make progress? Because rest days are very, very important. And again, I think they are one of the most overlooked things when it comes to improving yourself for the better and getting stronger. But the issue is rest days have some sort of stigma attached to it, where if you think you're resting, then you're not working hard enough, you're going to lose your progress, you're going to gain weight, and that rest days are for the weak. What you need to do is accept that going to the gym every single day, or 6-7 days a week, or even twice a day, isn't a very smart idea. And I would actually discourage that, because if you want to make great progress long term in a sustainable manner, make sure you're taking your rest days. I would suggest at least 2 a week. And what should you do on these rest days? I would suggest maybe some light cardio, definitely not HIIT sessions, maybe light cardio, maybe 20 minutes. If you really want to, maybe hit your step count, or just stay moving otherwise, maybe do the dishes or clean your house. But the important thing is actually rest. You're not trying to make yourself go and work out, because that's not a rest day. Otherwise, there you have it. And like I said, I did keep it in its most basic terms, but those are just the important factors that you want to be aware of when starting out. Also, just as a bonus section, and something I hear too much, so I want to quickly correct it right here. You cannot turn fat into muscle, you can't turn muscle into fat. These two things have nothing to do with each other, okay? Again, if you want a full body workout template, then click the link in the caption and you can download one right there and then. If you're interested in finding out more about my online coaching and the service I offer, then click the other link in this caption where you can find out more. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you check out my social media handles. Take care, and I'll see you around.